Why? Charles, Diana and Camilla. Hello everyone, and welcome to Why? The podcast where we dive deep into the mysteries behind the lives of the most fascinating people in history. Today's question is one that shocked the entire world. Why did the fairy tale marriage between Prince Charles and Princess Diana fall apart? How did Camilla, the woman in the shadows, manage to destroy that royal love story? And most importantly, who was truly to blame? Camilla? Charles? Or maybe, the system itself? If you want the answers, stay with me till the end. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, so you never miss another royal secret. Let's begin our story. Part 1. Who was Camilla? Before Diana entered the royal world, there was another woman. Her name was Camilla Shand, later known as Camilla Parker Bowles. She was born in 1947, into an upper-class British family. Camilla loved horses, countryside life, and social gatherings, just like Prince Charles. They met in the early 1970s, long before Charles ever met Diana. And from the very beginning, there was chemistry. They laughed at the same jokes, shared the same interests, and understood each other easily. But there was a problem. Camilla was not considered suitable to marry a future king. She didn't have royal blood, and the royal family had other plans. So, while Charles went to serve in the Royal Navy, Camilla married another man, Andrew Parker Bowles. Part 2. The meeting of Charles and Diana. Years later, Charles met a young, shy woman, Lady Diana Spencer. She was beautiful, innocent, and seemed like the perfect future queen. They married in 1981, in what people called the wedding of the century. Millions watched around the world. Everyone believed it was a real-life fairy tale. But behind the palace walls, things were not so perfect. Charles was still emotionally connected to Camilla. Diana was only 19, and soon she felt lonely, misunderstood, and trapped. She once said in a famous interview, "There were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded." That one sentence changed everything. Part 3. Secrets, Scandals, and the Tampongate tape. In the late 1980s, the truth began to leak. Phone conversations between Charles and Camilla were secretly recorded and published by the media. The press called it Tampongate. The nation was shocked. People couldn't believe that the heir to the British throne was having such a private conversation with another woman, while still married to Diana. The public turned against Charles and Camilla, while Diana became a global icon, the people's princess. Her honesty and vulnerability won the world's heart. Part 4. By 1992, the royal couple officially separated. 4 years later, they divorced. And in 1997, tragedy struck. Princess Diana died in a car accident in Paris. The world cried. Even today, her memory lives on. But life moved on for Charles and Camilla. Their love, though controversial, never ended. They continued to see each other quietly, and in 2005, they finally married, after more than 30 years of being connected. Part 5. Who was to blame? So, who destroyed the royal marriage? Was it Camilla, for stepping into a relationship that wasn't hers? Or Charles, for never letting go of his first love? Maybe neither. Maybe it was the royal system, a world built on duty, not emotion. A place where love had to obey the rules of the crown. Diana and Charles were both victims of expectations, a prince forced to marry the right woman, and a young woman thrown into a life she never truly understood. Part 6. Reflection. So, would it have been better if Diana had stayed? Perhaps not. She found her voice, her strength, and her legacy, outside that marriage. She became the symbol of kindness, compassion, and courage. And today, when people look back, they still ask the same question we began with. Why? Why did it all go wrong? Maybe because love, even in a palace, is still human, fragile, complicated, and sometimes tragic. Thank you for listening to Why. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who still remembers the beautiful Princess Diana. I'll see you next time, with another story that asks, why? Why?